guys, it's me and Hayden again, and today we are going to talk to you guys about everything you need to know for the live event. Okay, Hayden, start it off.
Okay, at the beginning of the season, almost the rest of the seventh finally arrived in our hour of need when Dr. Sloan and a few others decided to show their face on the island. With the help of Dr. Strange, the Origin, the Foundation, and others, we were able to take down many of the IO's bases. But during the beginning of this war, there was a controversy, which some say it sparked an entire civil war.
Okay.
This event is all because of an incident that happened in Chapter 1, Season 9. It's been confirmed that the paradigm is actually the singularity.
Yep.
During the live event for Chapter 1, Season 9, the paradigm whipped out the 0 point, exposing it, leading to the point where she created a black hole. At the end of that event, she exiled herself to where we might be going during this live event.
Which is confirmed where we're going. We are going to the
Ice Moon, also
which
known
is where
as
the
where
seventh
Polar
base
Pete,
is.
also known as where the Devourers and Polar Pete came from.
Okay.
But we know the paradigm will be involved in this live event.
Hayden, shotguns over here. There's another one right here.
Alright. But ever since that fateful day when the singularity slash the paradigm whipped out the 0 point, it's been an entire civil war of sorts between her and most of the seven.
Coming. 2 kids fighting down. Hey yo, he just got ambushed. Get popped, Pop. Get stabbed.
Some of the
Hayden,
members of the
Dip,
seven.
Jump when I say jump. Go. Come on. We gotta dip. Come on.
Please wait. We are having technical difficulties of sorts.
Yes, I'm sorry guys. We're having some technical difficulties right now. Give us a minute. Got him. Okay, Hayden, continue. Oh my god. If you don't... Hayden, continue.
Okay, not many of the people of the seven actually trust the paradigm, but the ones who do are the ones that the others even trust the least. Although there is one member of the seven playing both sides that we do not know what his plan is. This, of course, being the visitor, the first member of the seven we have ever met. We know nothing about the visitor's whereabouts, and since the beginning of Chapter 3, he have been playing both sides. He wants to bring the paradigm back, but is still trying to be cautious of what may happen in the future. The worst of the seven
Hayden,
were the
I got a kid on the one.
the
Knocked
worst
him.
of the seven were the trust the paradigm or do not.
I got the 7 after me. Crap, I'm dead. What the heck? Continue.
I think actually, hold on. I think this would be better if we did this in the lobby. But we know who are the people who do not trust the paradigm, being the foundation and the origin.
Uh-huh.
Now, we know why the origin does not trust the paradigm, but the reasons for the foundation not trusting her is unknown. Now, if you understand, there have been bigger problems on the island, though, which leads me to the collider. A device we knew about due to the files, code-named DD Machine, which might actually be what it was called in the files. An absolute doomsday device that will possibly, and from what we know, we have seen a few doomsday devices in the past. First Midas's doomsday device, and then the Cube Queen's. Apparently, this one will be the first one to actually succeed, which
Okay.
might be a good thing for Sloan, but a bad thing for the entirety of the loop.
Wait, what? What's a bad thing for the loop?
The Collider is actually a device designed to kill everything in the loop. Well, it already does that. But here's a slight change. Before it was possible to escape the loop, because once you enter the loop, you lose your ability to talk
And if you
and,
try to get out,
and
it just creates more snapshots.
exactly. Also, the loop lasts every 22 minutes, which means every match has a maximum of 22 minutes. And the only way to escape the loop is via being the last one standing. We learned part of this from the visitor, but we learned most of it from a familiar face to most people, Batman and Catwoman. These two worked together to eventually break each other out of the loop. Well, not really. Catwoman double-crossed Batman, and Snake Eyes gave his life for Batman. Now, we also know that the Collider is actually a, a type of new design. It turns out that the Collider, there is an entire Doomsday Division and the Imagined Order.
As
But
we
this
know, because of the because of the restricted quest, and then Jones told us that.
correct. But it turns out the Collider is a particular model, not just for destruction, meant for reinhibition. Now that
Okay.
now that might sound like a weird word, but let me put it simpler. The device will permanently strip your memories, trap you in the loop permanently, so it will all just be a game. And while we are eternally trapped in the loop, the IO's plan for once the device is successful to locate the 0 point. Now, at the end of the Chapter 2 end event, it turns out the 0 point was lost in the flood of the Imagined Order's old base. We can all blame the Cube Queen for that. But but thankfully, now the 0 point is no longer in the IO's hands. Well, sadly, not for long. Uh, At least a month ago, it was confirmed that just like the Fortnite X DC with Batman, we will get a Fortnite X Marvel comic book focus about the Seven having to team up with an old pal Iron Man and Spider-Man to locate a shard of the 0 point before Dr. Sloan and Gunner will locate it. Now we know it is these two because even in book covers that have been leaked, in, in one particular book cover, Sloan is fighting Captain Marvel and Gunner is fighting Iron Man. I actually want to see that fight.
Okay. So, yep, guys, I have a question. Have you guys clicked that subscribe button yet, or the like button? If you haven't, then guess what? Hayden will come to your house and give you a hug if you don't do it. But the hug will be very tight, and it will squeeze you inside. So I suggest you do it.
Okay, and before we get any crazy comments, I said Sloan and Gunner, which leads me on to an unknown hypothesis. In the files, there's something labeled Blute Explosion. Now, that made everyone think that Gunner was going to die during the live event. But I believe it that Huntmaster Saber might finally meet his match. But while this has all been happening, the Paradigm have been sending us messages, responding to the scientists. You can say twice for help, and soon we will be traveling to, to the Paradigm's new home,
Uh huh.
where the Meta Team leader will be rebuilt.
As you can see in the lobby screen.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, there might be some interferences. Earlier on, I mentioned this ice moon is where the Polar Pete came from and will be the home and was the home of the original devourer. Now, this is not confirmed, but it is a good enough theory that we might see a type of devourer in the
Uh,
live event.
okay. Is there any more information that we need to know about this devourer? Or are we gonna save it for something else?
Now we've gotten the stuff. We've gotten most of the stuff I wanted to talk about in this video, but there's one last thing, and and it's something the community's been begging for. There are 6 different mounds across the map, one at Tilted.
Oh no, wait, Hayden. Wait, there's one at Tilted, which I've seen. It's right here. One at Tilted. Where else?
There is also one located there,
Okay.
and there are 4 others. Now, you will see there is a pattern once you locate all of these mounds.
They
They
all look
are
like the
heading
same mounds that Combo was in when he first came to us in Chapter 3, Season 1.
yes, which many people think Twombos will rather be on our side, or they're protecting the collider.
True.
Now, there are some crazy things we are going to be getting on into part 2 of this video.
But you guys have to wait
And
until Part 2 comes out. So, yep.
but I'm just gonna give you a teaser.
Okay.
We've seen like people die before. Like we saw Midas die in the Chapter 2 Season 3 trailer. Now, you might be saying what I'm about to tell you is suicide. I kind of agree with that. But I believe 2 characters will be dying in this live event. Being Huntmaster Saber, and from what we've known, possibly the Paradigm has to sacrifice herself so we can pilot the mech.
Nice. Well, guys, that's gonna be it for today. We will try to get Part 2 up tomorrow. If that doesn't come, we will get it up next week. So, yeah. Well, peace.